Hey guys, God bless y'all. You won't believe what happened. So that's why I've been saying this is all in God's hands. You don't ever know what God will allow to test our faith. My ex-wife was given a continuance by one lawyer. I should have got my kids back at November the 4th. And then she got another lawyer, and she got him to get another continuance. So which means I got to wait probably 3 more months. And it's all just a stall tactic to keep me from seeing my children. And I have, I'm not going to, it's just, some people are evil, and I'm not going to sit here and tell all the stuff that's going on, but the thing is, they're trying to alienate me from my children this much longer, and the judge gave them another continuance to another lawyer. My lawyer said they can't do it again. With God, we don't ever know what's going to happen. We just know He's in control. That's why I understand something. The Lord is in control. He will work it out. People do pay for what they do to others. That will happen, but the thing is, God's will happened. I can't say it was not God's will. His will is what will happen in our lives. The thing is, how do we react to that? We grow to a place to where, this has been killing me all these years, but I understand something. I think I told somebody the other night, I don't know what God could do. He could make me wait 3 more months. But I know this is working out for my good according to the Word of God. He's in control. But, I done learned something with God. We don't never know what He's going to do to test our faith. Okay? Because He'll test our faith. And, so, my kids are mean the most to me. And of course, the devil's using my children and using these people to alienate me that 3 months more. But there will be a court hearing. The test was passed in September. So you're talking September, 3 more months from now, which will be probably, February, March, around April. So this is the thing. It's just, they think they're in control, but they're not. The Lord is allowing this to happen, and there will be a day where God brings everything together, but we can never say we know what God's going to do. I couldn't believe I sat there 30 minutes, and my lawyer said they gave him a continuance. I said, another one? I said, do you not see what they're doing? Why can't I get my children now? I passed the test. Why can't I get my children? But the thing is, the judge made the decision. First lawyer done it, this lawyer done it. And I don't hate this family, I don't hate them, but I think they're really evil-hearted. And I would be scared to be in their position when it comes to God. But I got to handle it the right way. I cannot freak out and get all upset. I've got to understand who's in control, and we know that God is in control. But we do go through trials and tribulations. They're meant to change us. I've changed so much because of this, putting in these situations where I gotta believe God when I'm hurting. But the thing is, I refuse to say that God is not in control, because God is in control. And what's bad about it, they think they're getting their will, but the whole time God allows things to happen for a reason. It's for our good in some way. Tribulation worketh experience, patience, and hope. This is how He's grown me. It should be how He's grown every one of us, to where we start to change in how we react, and we see God is in control. Your enemy may think they're in control, but they don't understand God is in control, not them. It only happened because God allowed it. God allowed it. It ain't the person trying to think to get over it. It's not that. God is in control of your life if you're a child of God. And He wants to test and grow our faith. So I will not sit here and say that God's will didn't happen, because it was God's will. I prayed God's. I think I put on here, I prayed God's will. No matter what, God's will. I've been seeing the Lord allow things to happen to me the first time, and the Lord told me, I don't know what He's going to do. He could keep them some more. I don't know. But for whatever reason, I can't understand it, but I got to trust Him. He understands it. He understands exactly what's going on. And His will be. Thing is, what we got to learn to do is accept God's will. That's the thing. When you understand He's in control, it is good. God does bless us. We do feel His presence, but we do go through trials and tribulations. And a lot of times, what the devil will use the most is the things that mean the most to you. That's what he'll use. And we got to understand, the Lord loves me. He's not going to do nothing but for my good. Somehow, this is working out for my good. And I've seen so much change over the years, and God's taken me through these places. I did not have this type of faith. I didn't. But going through it, it grew me. That's how we grow. But anyways, just want y'all, a lot of y'all are watching what's going on with my kids, and I just wanted to let you know what happened. And when I first heard it, my heart sunk. But then the Lord reminded me, I'm in control. We got to understand something. As a child of God, His will be. Even if we get ourselves into trouble and do something we shouldn't do, He might take you through chastisement, but it's for your good. He said if you endure chastisement, that you yield the peaceable fruits of righteousness. That's His will. But when you ain't done nothing wrong, I'm going to tell you, I've done a lot wrong and paid a lot of ways. But when you ain't done nothing wrong and you're suffering for Christ, and you got to give Him the glory no matter what, instead of getting bitter at God, that's a place that He grows us to. People don't understand it until they go through these times. They understand exactly what I'm talking about. It changes you. He changes us. We don't change ourselves. And it's walking through these types of trials and tribulations. But I just want to let y'all know what happened. Let's put this in their folder. But God's will happened, okay? Period. And we won't have our day in court. So I don't understand. The judge could have said, go ahead and give him his kids, but he didn't. But you know what? This judge or nobody around is bigger than God. I tell you for a fact, I know for a fact that God's will be done in my life. I know that. So that's how I can look at this and understand His will is. It takes time to get it to this place. A lot of pain, a lot of times of believing God when you don't see Him, don't feel Him. He's in control. And I thought this would be a good testimony. And I was going to put it in the key. I was just going to write it, but I wanted to explain what has been going on, what happened, and still say God is in control. One thing we think that we don't think the Lord won't allow us to walk through painful places. Well, according to the Word of God, that's really what matures our faith. And He will, but it's for your good. So I know this is going to do something good for me. And I see the way I'm reacting to it. It's changed. I've already changed so much. My children are going to be fine. I miss them, yes. They're trying to alienate me from the kids even longer, yes. But the thing is, I know who's in control. I know my God is in control. I'm not doing nothing to hurt them. I'm going to let the Lord take care of them. But God bless you all.